Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that equips team leaders to lead through the challenges they face every day. So, hey, let me ask you a question. Have the first 2 quarters of this year just flown by for everyone, or is it just me? I mean, I can hardly believe that we're already in the third quarter of the year, and it's looking brighter than ever in so many different areas. And that's what we're going to dive into today. Before I get into that, I want to share with you that this show is sponsored by the CLC team, and they help turn stagnating and unhealthy teams into high performing and high producing unified teams by creating effective communication while minimizing conflict. If that's something that you need, check us out at clcteam.com. Okay, so here we are in the first full week of July and the first full week of the third quarter of the year. This has been kind of a different year, to say the least. And although there have been many things that went wrong, man, we have a very bright future and things are looking extremely good right now, especially in the job markets. Now, if you're still working or have already gone back to work, man, kudos to you. I hope your place of employment appreciates all that you do. Today's episode is going to take on a different meaning for you, but extremely important all the same. If you are not back to work yet, well, what in the world are you waiting for? Right now, there are more job openings than there are people who are willing to fill them. It seems everywhere you go and anyone you talk to nowadays, there are jobs ready to be filled. The best part is that if you have the initiative to get out there now, you can almost work anywhere you want. And some of the best jobs are still up for grabs. Of course, the opposite is true as well. The longer that you wait, the less jobs are going to be available and the pickings are going to be slimmer. Now, if you're the one doing the hiring, you should be able to be a little pickier than you maybe once were. I mean, sure, you want to fill the opening as quickly as possible with the best qualified person for the job. But now you may want to hold out a little longer to get the people who have those soft skills that you want on your team. You can look for qualities such as integrity, kindness, mutual respect for one another, and somebody who is just an all-round good team player. If you are the person looking for the job, well, those qualities will undoubtedly help you stand out, as many of them have become more and more difficult and less common to find in the workplace. The state of our world right now, with all these new job openings, reminds me of the story in the Bible when Jesus talked about how there were so many people who needed help. And he said in Matthew 9:37 that the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Now, Jesus was referring to the lack of people who were willing to help the people in need. But I think it's an interesting comparison to today's job market. There are lots of jobs out there available, but there's few workers that are willing to fill the openings. We can also compare that scripture to leaders and how there are lots of team members who need our help as leaders. And yet there's not enough leaders that are willing to help them because a lot of leaders are just there to lead for themselves. I believe this is why we have to continuously strive to learn, mentor, and reproduce more leaders. And I'm honored to be on this journey with you. And that's one of the goals of our masterminds, to keep each other grounded, to keep each other learning, and to keep each other sharp. Now, let's get out there and get to work. Because after all, there's lots of work to be done and too few to do it. Hey, that's it for today. And let me ask you, if you enjoy listening to this show, I want to ask you to please give me a 5-star review on whatever platform that you listen on. It only takes about a minute, and it would mean the world to me. Also, please share this show with other leaders and aspiring leaders. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and until tomorrow, run to your challenges.